What I want to make today. And it's actually a really straightforward combination of two earlier ideas that we've worked on. The first one is this one of the semi-transparent overlapping randomly placed squares project that we did. And you'll remember that these squares just take on random shades of red. So I want to do the same thing of taking semi-transparent squares and randomly placing them, but instead of making them random shades of red, I want to get their colors from this gradient like we did when we made these realistic looking skies. That's the whole idea. It's the same idea as the semi-transparent squares, but instead of random shades of red, we're going to get their colors from this gradient. So let's go ahead and start with the transparent squares code. I'm just going to copy that over directly. And then you can see that we're getting a random shade of red here for the colors. We're not going to do that anymore. So let me comment this out. Instead, we're going to copy the code from the gradients project. So let's grab a color based on where that square is placed on the screen, and then set the fill style to that color. Just grabbing the RGB values from it. And let's run it. Okay, it looks like we got an error there. P out of bounds. So that's coming from here. When we pass in this P value, we're expecting it to be between 0 and 1, which is always guaranteed in that gradient project. But when placing these tiles, we allow for some of them to be off screen. That was so that we didn't get that white border. So I'm gonna make a really trivial fix here and just force the P to be between 0 and 1 when we're getting the color. So that should take care of this error. Awesome. And now we get something, but it looks a lot worse than what we had before. And that's because none of these squares are transparent. When we set the color here, we're just grabbing the RGB from the gradient. Remember, the gradient wasn't returning transparent colors. So we can make these transparent just by adding in some alpha and setting it to a hard-coded value. I think we did 0.3 for the overlapping transparent squares project. So let's reuse that for this. Awesome. And that's it. It's really as simple as that. Just take the code from these two projects that we've already worked on and merge it together, and you get these nice looking abstract sunsets. I'm going to link to the code. Check it out. Play around with it for yourself. I'll see you next time.